Okay, so what we're doing right now is creating sort of a boutonniere or mini bouquet to go next to each rose. So the goal is to make it pretty much the diameter of one of the roses to fill in next to it. So I'm using a pod, a spray of tiny flowers, a small flower, a rosebud, and we're using 2 rosebuds for each little bouquet. I just happen to be missing one of them. So this is going well. So it should be oh, I guess I'm not, because this is towards the end, so I only need 1. So we have this beautiful little cherry blossom type flower, and I'd be really impressed if that actually ended up being a cherry blossom, because I may be a crafter, I am certainly not a florist. So, and then another one of these. You see that we've got a nice little bundle, and you want to see that it probably works to be about the size of the rose. Now there is missing one little element that I don't have taped up yet, but this little bundle of soft pink flowers is going to go there, and that will make it rounded out really nicely, and that will put us right where we need to be as far as finishing all of the little bundles to fill in the flower crown. Now what we're going to do once I get that set here, let's just show you how to do that. Okay, so there's no stem, obviously, so how am I going to do that? I'm going to take your florist wire, as I knock everything around. Now, I'm not going to start this way. I'm going to turn it upside down, and then I'm going to take it where my fingers are holding the stem and the wire, and I'm going to wrap nice and tight so it has a good firm grip on the stem. Then switch hands, pinch it there, and then wrap it until you get down to where it meets the other part of the wire. And then you can wrap it all the way down if you want. I don't, because it's all going to be wrapped in floral tape in the end. And you don't need to make sure that both pieces of wire are the same. Save yourself a little bit of wire and cut it up there. So now you have a fake stem that's longer and more sturdy than the stem that it came on, because now it doesn't pop off. That's one of the reasons why I wire and tape so much in these crowns, is because if this gets dropped, if it gets tossed, if it gets kicked across the room, whatever happens at whatever celebration that you're wearing this crown at, it's going to be durable, and when you're all done, you can put it in a nice case and display it as a memory, or you can put it in a hat box and bring it out every spring, or say you have a baby shower or a beach party. Anyway, this is something that you can definitely wear again. So none of my crowns are anything that can fall apart anytime soon. So now we're going to add it to the bundle. So you see that there's a nice even, there's dark pink, there's light pink, there's white, light green, dark green. Okay, so you have your little boutonniere, as we call them. See where my hand is? We're not going to start taping way up here, because we want to be able to move them around once we get them in the crown to make sure that they're nice and full. we can place the flowers where we want them. Say if I want this little rosebud to lay over here because of it's laying next to a pink rose and I don't want that, I'll be able to do that because I didn't tape from way up here. All right, so now you need your floral tape. I don't pre-cut my floral tape into strips. You want to stretch it to make it nice and tacky, and then right where I'm holding my finger, overlap it a minute, yeah. Overlap it once or twice so that the tape sticks to itself, and then just hold it with one hand and turn it with the other until you get all the way down to the end. Now, I don't like to rip my floral tape. I like a nice, clean cut. So there, that was, I believe, for this crown, the last mini bouquet or boutonniere size bunch of flowers. And I'll show you, say there's going to be a red rose and a white rose sort of on top of each other, and then this is going to go right there, and then I have another bundle here that will go there on the crown. And what we'll do when we start to attach it to its coated wire is that's when we start adding in the leaves, and we have the leaves from the flowers themselves, pardon my reach. So these are the leaves that came with the rose bunches. See how it fills out really nicely. Then we'll also have some other elements. I always like to add different shapes of foliage into my crown so that it has highs and lows and not just, you see that, and we'll throw another one over here. See how pretty that is? And then we'll